I'm Robert Williams from MetalRules.com, and joining me tonight in Austin, Texas is Nornagest and Phorgath of the Belgian black metal band ENTHRONED. How you guys doing today?
Fine. Just a little bit of sore throat problem. Except that, it's okay. Fine.
So you're back in the U.S. after a 9-year break. How does it feel to be back slaying stages in America once again?
That's really cool, man. It's in much better condition for what I know and for what we've seen for the moment. It's getting really good. We made good show since now. And
9 years ago, it was really poorly organized, like barely promotion, anything. And here it does good, man. Like we have good conditions, well, I mean, decent conditions, like good turnout. Our local promoters are really doing their best, and touring with friends. What more can we ask? You know? It's pretty good actually.
So there was a little visa problem delay at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had to go straight over from Belgium all the way over here.
Yeah, it was like a fucking nightmare.
I think we have received the visa the same day we were supposed to be in New York. And, you know, to receive the visa from the US, it's really a pain in the ass. It's really difficult to do.
Yeah.
And like we have to answer so much questions, and you know we have to. They ask you to come to the embassy, and they say, yeah, you will have it that day, and of course that day you don't have it for I don't know what reason.
It was a real nightmare. Already some people over here didn't do their job properly. I'm not going to say any names. You know, they already have enough knives in their backs, in their face, and everywhere else. So already that factor, plus what Phorgath explained, like the embassy like just fucked things up as well. And basically we received those visas, approbation, 1 hour before we were supposed to actually be on stage in New York. It was actually more easy to go to fucking Russia than to play in the United States. Can you believe it, actually?
That's crazy. So you guys have a new album out called Pentagrammaton,
right.
And recent press releases suggest that the lyrical concept of the album is based on personal, satanic, and occult experiences you guys have lived through. Would you guys want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Not too much, actually, because I wrote those lyrics in that way, that sense, for a reason. It's like, it's very personal. It's written in a way that only people into occultism or people who lived those events can understand what's going on. Occultism in that way is a doctrine that has to remain secret. It was called the secret doctrine for centuries and centuries. It shall remain like that. We're not talking about Satanism like black metal Satanism here, like a Sunday Times Satanist. You know, like any kind of little black metal fan think it is. Here we are dealing with the real thing. So if you're into occultism, you will understand it. If not, you let your imagination go.
Do you define that real thing as a deity, or
Maybe.
can you tell me where you came up with the title for the album?
Yeah, actually, Pentagrammaton means the 5 divine letter or the 5-lettered name. It's the concept that goes back more than 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, before Jesus Christ. So as at the time, you find that principle as well in ancient Egypt, in Mesopotamia, in Sumerland, and everything like that. And the Jews used that in Kabbalah, that name in Kabbalah, to define the Nazarene. Of course, they just established that with their stupid mentality and everything like that. But it's a concept like to find your own divinity. The 5 letters that would come, that would put out your own divine self. You can find that in the Sethians, for example, with the word Kifa, as an example, amongst a lot other doctrines through the world. And that thing symbolizes so well the concept of reality through occultism that it would be just the perfect title, actually. But
I understand that when you recorded the new album, you had a tendinitis issue in your wrist. Was that challenging?
No, not when I recorded the album. It's only when we're playing. I played more shows than one. But if I play a single show, it's okay. But after a few dates, it started to fuck up in my wrist, and then
we had the opportunity to take our time in studio too. Because now we have our own recording studio in Brussels, and so we took our time for the composition and to
the recording as well.
Recording too. We wanted to, I don't know, listen to what we are doing and do it again, trying to make it better, growing the thing and understand what is the concept. I mean, in the tune, find a good relationship between the lyrics and the music. It was much easier like that with your own studio.
Of course, yeah. So when you worked with your own studio, you still worked with Harris Johns, the producer on the
No.
album, right?
No. I've produced it.
Okay.
And for the cover, all the artwork, this was Regis and Nera, the guitar player. He's a graphic designer too. All Pentagrammaton. It's
we did it ourselves completely from A to Z. It's done by the band.
Yeah.
Like we recorded it ourselves, we mixed it ourselves, we mastered the album ourselves, we did the artwork ourselves, we did the layout ourselves, concept, everything you can imagine ourselves, the pictures, everything. The release party, we put it out together as well, ourselves, just like that. So it's better when you have full control and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
And with the tendinitis things, like that's why we took a session guitar player for tours now, because I just simply can't afford, to play shitty shows.
Right.
But on guitars, just for my ego, would be rather stupid. Health first,
So let's talk about the addition of ex-Gorgoroth drummer Gargooth to the band. He also plays with you in Unlocked.
Yep.
Do you think he brings a certain intensity and thunder that you didn't have before?
Yeah, he has definitely a totally different style than our previous drummers, and he has the experience. Through black metal, he has the same kind of concept of things, views, ideologies. So, as you said, it was easy because he already played with me and Jeremy in Unlocked before. So when we were looking for a new drummer, we thought about him in the first place.
And Narath has come back to the band also. Was it an easy decision to bring him back, and you stayed in contact all the years?
Yeah, we always remained friends with Narath. He just had to leave the band at one point for professional reasons and personal reasons. But he always regretted the fact that he had to leave the band, and we always regretted that fact as well. So when the opportunity came at hand to have him back in the band, he didn't hesitate and we didn't hesitate neither. It's just like magic was there again from the first second.
Would you say this is the strongest lineup in Enthroned today?
We always say that.
Let's say today, yeah.
Really
I would say
so.
yeah. I would say yeah, definitely. But with Enthroned, you never know. But there's nothing at hand or whatever. It's like really, we are going very well together. We don't think about, oh, this is the perfect lineup or blah blah blah. No, everything is going smooth, fine, and we enjoy it like that.
Going back a couple years to October of 2006, Enthroned parted ways with Lord Sapathan on bass and vocals, and in turn, you picked up vocals in addition to playing guitar. Do you find that to be a more gratifying experience in the end, having full control of both those areas?
No, not at all. That was not an easy decision to take. I'm not going to say the reasons anymore because they have been exposed and lied. A lot of people lied about it. I even saw lots of fake interviews of me saying different reasons, like the most absurd ones even. Anyhow, the thing is, I didn't want to take over vocals in the beginning. Like when we kicked him out, I had a few guys I knew in mind, but Phorgath here insisted on the fact that I should do the vocals. I didn't want to, basically. And the other guys in the band said, no, you have to do the vocals. You have to do the vocals. I was like, why? Why me? Because they like my voice, and plus I write the lyrics, so I could give the perfect expression and tones on the lyrics and the feelings. So let's give it a try, a shot. And I was like, wow. Yeah, and then finally, I like that. It's like, yeah, it's gratifying to sing your own lyrics. But yeah, it has its downsides as well. Being in the center of the stage, like in the center of attention. Yeah, whatever.
A lot of black metal fans cite Towards the Skull Throne of Satan as being one of their favorite Enthroned Records, and on that album you got to work with your cousin Kronos on the opening track, Satan's Realm. Going back all that time, what was it like for you to work with your cousin Kronos on that track?
Well, that's an old story actually. Like, as we're both into that kind of concept, ideology, and music, we were always thinking like we should do something together. But with our busy schedules, it was not really easy. So actually, I asked him, why not just doing guest? And he said, like, I'm doing better than that. I'm gonna write those things for you if it's okay. Perfect, man. So we just like did together that intro of the album, and for the towards Cultural, and the song ENTHRONED. He wrote half of the lyrics, and he recorded his vocals, and etc. etc. So it was like something. It's really hard to explain because it's not like a guest musician. It's not like Kronos or Venom. It's like Conrad, my cousin. You know, it's like a family thing. You know, it was like having my fucking cousin doing something with me. Like we know each other since I'm born. You know, so it was like something quite, you know, more like family kin, like, you know, blood. You know.
Have you ever thought about returning the favor and making some music with Venom?
Yeah, until a few years ago, yeah, but I don't like what he's doing now, sorry, cause we'll see for the next album. But yeah, actually we planned it, but I can't say anything at all.
So on that same record, going into the recording process, I know your drummer and founder of Enthroned, Sir Nonos, took his own life. Not much is known about him. What are your memories of your old drummer?
Yeah, well, he was my best friend back then, so I have a lot of good memories and etc. So, you know, it's how can I say? I support his decision because in this case, it was the best way to do it. I respect his move, his decision, and everything like that. It's a pity for the dude, like, you know, not having him around anymore, but that was his choice, huh? What can I say?
So, tell me guys how you originally got into metal music. Did you grow up listening to Belgian metal bands like Cyclone and Asphyxia? Who were the bands that influenced you?
I think Iron Maiden was the first metal band I was really into it. And first, really heavy metal, not especially from Belgium, not that much band from Belgium. But yeah, it was first heavy metal, and I don't know, old school death metal. I mean, like Bolt Thrower, this kind of thing. I was really into it. Black metal was much later.
Well, I mean, just like, you know, the usual typical thing, you know, I was listening, not even metal in the beginning, you know, I was listening to some classical music even when I was a kid, and Kiss, AC/DC, like Led Zeppelin, that kind of thing. And then my cousin came with his big shoes and put it in, this is my band, this is that. We're like, what the fuck is that? Oh fuck, that's shit, man, it's like fucking noisy. Like, hey, listen to it again, here's a record, like, when you listen to it all the time, and the message was like, oh, man. And then, you know, get into Iron Maiden, Scorpions, and then it evolved till years and years later, what you have in front of you, you know.
So after this current U.S. tour wraps up, what's next for Enthroned? What's some goals for the future?
After the U.S., I mean, after this tour, we're going to Brazil, touring a few dates with Phorgath. So, and then after that, we have a European tour. European part of the tour for like a month, I think.
Yeah, 3 weeks, something like that, with Shiny.
Yeah.
And after that we go in Central America, so yeah, for this year it's like with the promotion of Pentagrammaton. And we already want to work on a new album. We have a lot of ideas, and we really want to do that, to do this, I don't know, as soon as possible. And yeah, we'll see. But nothing special, no DVDs for the moment, or no live albums or things.
A DVD is the one thing missing from your discography, right?
Yeah, a lot of people ask us to do that, but I don't know, we don't.
It's not a priority, it's not something that we really want to do. Like, more people, it seems like actually want us to release a DVD, so fuck off, you know. It's still our band, and we will do what we want, not what people want. Otherwise we won't be better than the fucking whores walking on the street, you know.
So So when you say working on a new album, you already have riffs written, or you guys?
We have a few songs already.
Yeah.
That we already rehearsed all together, and yeah, some lyrics. Just and a part of the concept, I think.
Yeah.
We'll see. We don't want to especially make it. Yeah, we have to do this fast. We have to make a better album, the best we never did.
No,
So
we don't want to rush
always
things.
Can you reveal the concept?
Yeah, not yet. You'll see in due time.
Very cool. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to talk metal.
No
Any
problem.
last words for your fans?
Well, come to see us on the tour, whatever you are. Otherwise, just fork off.